Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got an account takeover today. This was the last winner from my Twitch free account takeover giveaway. There will be another winner tonight. Every 2 weeks on a Sunday, I do the giveaway races. Every single Twitch sub is put into the race, whether they are in the stream or not. Side of Viking won the last one. So we're going to be focusing on his clan boss team, trying to push the damage up. He's been playing the game for just over 200 days, so well advanced into the game. I mean, it's okay. The Great Hall is okay. I guess we're focusing here for the next mission to get stage 10. Or it's going to be coming soon anyway. So a stage 10 Great Hall section is important. It feels like, though, damn, we're going to struggle with a lot of other stuff because of the lack of investment in some of these other areas. So when you're pushing to Ultra Nightmare, you know, to only have an extra 3% defense instead of, 10 is across the champions that you're using is a lot of difference. It's a real kind of drawback from where you could be to get maximum damage out of a clan boss team. So let's have a quick look at what he is running already. So we've got High Cocoon for speed, lead, speed boost. We've got decrease attack, I guess, in Lightsworn. Decrease defense and weaken here. We've got poison, and then we've got an ally protect support champion. And bear in mind, this is a free-to-play account, so we're not like Super Whale here. 200 odd days in, and he's getting the max chest on Nightmare with this team. So it's taking all his keys. He's basically doing between sort of 10 and 14 million a day. A key, sorry. But the clan isn't kind of pushing further than that. So we just need to get a team that is going to push the limits of where he is right now and hopefully take it on another level. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got in the accounts. So interestingly, I mean, we've got Kreela, who is like top draw clan boss champion. She is immense. For people, she does kind of need to be booked on her A2 to get the full value, at least down to the 4th book here. But she is immense. He's also got Longbeard, who is similarly immense, like really strong. Now, one of the things I'd always recommend is if you are running a counter-attack, then Frozen Banshee is the better poisoner. If you're not, Occult Brawler is actually a better poisoner. So Occult Brawler is actually better here than Frozen Banshee for a clan boss setup. Frozen Banshee comes into her own when you've got either multiple ally attack champions going on, which we could do, or if you've got a counter-attack champ. So because she's getting those extra hits in when poison sensitivity is up, she becomes the better champ. But for this team, I think Occult Brawler is better. What else have we got then? So Razin, obviously Beast, he should be in. We've got, I'm just seeing if we've got a better decrease attack champ. Someone who is going to be more consistent than Lightsworn. Lightsworn's great if you're manualing, but if you're going full auto, he will not keep decrease attack up for you the whole fight. Anyone got it on their A1? That's what I'm looking for. Someone who's got it on an A1. So it looks like we're struggling for a decrease attack champion on this account. We do have a Bogwalker. Now, Bogwalker may be the better option over Lightsworn, just because he has it on his A1. He's easier to book out. So at the minute, 30% chance is not good enough. If it was 50 on an A1, then that's probably better than what we've got with Lightsworn, who has got it as a definite place on an A2, 3-turn cooldown. It's actually, maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe he is just better, but you'd have to manual it. If you don't manual it, then this ability here in Indomitable becomes the priority for him. So when he should place decrease attack, he actually place increased defense and revive on death. So that's the problem with him. If you're manualing though, he's great. And maybe this account just needs to manual for a while. That's definitely an option. Let's just see who else we've got in here. So we'll take her out because she might stay in. Just seeing if we've got someone that perhaps should be prioritized for leveling to come into place. He should be maybe in the team. He should be maybe in the team. So we've got a few options here. Obviously, we don't have the resources to just kind of level all these guys up, but his best chance of keeping decreased attack down all the time without having to run full manual, which is what we don't have to do today, is level Coffin Smasher, and his A1 is actually very consistent. Coffin Smasher is also going to be good for some of the Doom Tower stuff. But yeah, Coffin Smasher would be the better option here. So we're going to run then. We're going to run Razin. We're going to run Occult Brawler. I think we keep High Katoon in. She could come in and just keep our speed running. Potentially, though, Apothecary is just better. Apothecary gives us a heal as well and speed. But we do get a speed lead here, which is 19% more speed. When you're not running a counter attack or a speed tune, potentially that's a better option. So, trouble is, nothing else she does is any good for this. I think we're going to go Apothecary. As long as he's booked, he is. We're going to go Apothecary, Razin, Occult Brawler, Light Sworn. And then I think we're going to go with, just see if any of these are booked. We do have a book here for Longbeard's ally attack. Don't for that one. And we don't anywhere there. So I think we're going to go Longbeard, who does give us another version of a weaken as well on his A2. And he also hits pretty damn hard. And yeah, let's see how far we can get with it. Okay, so let's check out some builds before we start going then. So build 1, Razin. So what do we want on Razin? We want high defense numbers. We ideally want a high crit rate. And we'd like some accuracy. So we've got pretty good defense here, actually. Speed is not bad. Crit rate is not bad. And accuracy is good for Nightmare. So this build's actually pretty solid. I wouldn't be too disappointed with that. Longbeard, again, we want high defense number, high speed, high crit rate, and accuracy. So this build's nowhere near where it would need to be. Obviously, he's not in the team for it right now, so we can't be too harsh. Light Sworn, pretty much is just slow. If he was faster than this build would be solid. Good defense number. But at the moment, it's probably because he's in defense boots, HP boots, okay? Random. But yeah, if we get his speed up, he could actually be pretty good. High Katoon just wants to be fast and high defense. So we should have defense, speed. We should have defense. So we're kind of mix and match nearly there. Not quite there. Occult Brawler should just be high defense and accuracy and speed. So we're kind of like middle ground. I guess Frozen Banshee was the person that was doing this job, but still way too low in defense. And Apothecary, again, too low in defense. So feels like we just need to pull the defense numbers up to give them longer in the fight. Pretty much all of our damage is going to come from poison. Occult Brawler is going to lay all the damage on. Everyone else who's there is to basically give us Warmaster procs, Giant Slayer procs, and stay alive as long as they possibly can. Okay, let's get some rebuilds going. So one of the things I do when I do a takeover is just do a bit of a gear cleanse. And what I'm looking for is, basically gear that's being held that's got no value in the account. One of the first things I do is I click the 3 bottom artifact types. I click on flat HP, flat attack, flat defense, and I just kind of have a look through to see if there's some stuff we could quickly sell off. Now, what I'm seeing is a lot of flat stat pieces that have been rolled up pretty high. This is a massive waste of silver. Massive waste. If you do not find speed, like this one, I can understand. You got a legendary piece with speed on it, and I maybe would have rolled that up to level 8 to see if I rolled speed. If I rolled speed once or twice, I would keep it. If I didn't, that's straight in the bin, guys. This should be binned. They're on people now, so if they're on people that are just sitting in a vault, I get it. Maybe you're boosting your player power or something, but look at some of this stuff that is rolled up. So we're kind of hoarding a bunch of crap stuff, which really should never have got past level 4. Really shouldn't. Because, and some of you are going to say in the comments, like, well, maybe he's not endgame. He can't gain the stuff as well as you. It's rubbish. You can farm campaign all day long and you'll find better stuff than this. Better than this. Better than this. Yeah, so don't hold on to it just because it's 6-star or just because it's a legendary piece. If it has got, let me move myself out of the way so you can see what I'm looking at here. If it has got flat stat for gloves, main piece, it's gone. Flat stats, it's gone. It's gone. These are just wasting space in your inventory. Look at this stuff rolled up to 16. He's rolled it up. I know full well what's going on here. He's rolled it up because it's Savage, and he knows that Savage set is good. But that is not good. This is not good. Yeah, so there's no point in me selling stuff that is on people because it's going to cost me more to sell it than it is to remove it. So you may as well just destroy. But there's a lot of people wearing rolled up gear that is quite frankly shockingly bad. So just as a bit of a tip, guys, don't waste your silver. Silver's like the hardest commodity to control in this game, especially if you're a low spender. So don't waste it on rolling gear like this. The other thing that I do is I check some substats. So I'm looking for, this is now with everything equipped. Not equipped, sorry. Just everything that's in the account that's sitting around. Once I've realized that we've cleaned out the kind of flat stat rubbish, I then start looking at the substats and saying, well, how many of the 2 worst substats or even 3 worst substats on one piece have we got together? So 3 flat stats together is gone. Like, the chances of you needing it is 0 because it's so bad. Even on a good main stat, the chance of you using it is basically 0. I'm not going to get rid of the stuff that he's rolled up, but look at it. I'm getting rid of that one. So, you know, and I do the same thing normally with 2s. So I'm looking for 2. What's the 3rd one? Yowza. It's gone. It's just gone. Awful. Awful. Just, this one's maybe possible. You've got 2 really good substats. But even on that one, what I would do is I would roll it and see if I land any of them. Awful. 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 I don't know how many crit damage gloves he's got, so I'm going to leave that one for now. But you can see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to just weed out stuff that's just wasting space in your inventory. And then when you've got something like this, roll it up to level 8. Roll it up to 8 and see if you hit speed twice, then I'm like, fine, we're keeping that. Or if you hit crit rate twice, great. Even now, I would probably already be selling it on the first roll. Second roll, we got speed, so now it's kind of passable. But it is accuracy as the main chest, which you probably don't really want to use. So yeah, they're the type of things that I do. Then I'll do different combos. So I'll say like HP and attack, then I'll do HP and defense, and see if we've got a bunch more of stuff, which is just terrible. Yeah, and I'll sell those off. Then I'll look at HP and resistance together. Terrible, terrible, yeah. And you get the idea. So I just weed out all of the stuff that's got really bad flat stat substats. And then what you'll find is you can just smooth your inventory down by like a couple of 100 pieces, and then you've got room again. So let's get into regearing these guys, and I'll show you where we get to. Okay then. So what have I done? I've got Hide Cocoon. I decided to keep Hide Cocoon in. I just figure that speed lead, rotate abilities more often, get Light Sworn back to his A2 as often as we can is going to help us. So I've gone Hide Cocoon. I've pumped her defense up 3.2k, pumped her speed up. I don't really care about any other stats on her. I just want her to stay alive. So we've gone, I'll get the HP gloves on because it had good speed. But we've done defense chest, speed boots. We've gone for as much speed as I can find with defensive rolls where possible. And then we've changed to, actually I kept this ring on because a 20% defense roll is actually awesome. I changed to a defense amulet and then we've rolled this up. So her defense is pretty strong. We've got Razin now as 100% crit rate, nigh on, 3.2 defense, 207 speed. So his speed's gone way up. I brought his accuracy down. We didn't need like 220 accuracy for Nightmare. We've done 170. which gave me more room for more damage stats. He has got a crit rate pair of gloves, defense chest, speed on the boots, and I was kind of looking for speed and crit and defense everywhere else. We've got a defense ring, a crit damage on the amulet, and then a really strong banner with a lot of speed on it. We've got Longbeard built now, lifesteal gear plus accuracy gear. I want him to land his weaken when Razin cannot. So he has also got defense, speed, but I see a lot more crit rate in his items here because actually he can hit pretty hard. I've made sure I've got enough accuracy to land stuff. We've got speed as well running through the gear. I've gone defense on the substats just to make sure that on the artifacts to make sure that we can get his defense up high. But high speed, high defense, high accuracy, and then he's got a bit of crit rate and crit damage going on. We've got Lightsworn, much faster, 184 speed now, high crit rate, high defense, high accuracy, so similar sort of style build to take on Nightmare. And we've got a Cult Brawler. Everyone you see is in lifesteal gear. He has got defense, speed, and then we've got defense, accuracy. And then again, we're just kind of looking for speed, a bit of defense, a bit of crit rate in his build. He's probably my weak link. 2.7k defense is low. I'm short on silver. I would like to roll this up to get another 80 odd defense, but ideally, we would get more defense into his build over time. He's the sort of person that you'd want to put into 6-star defense gear as soon as you can. Maybe also the sort of person that you might put into defense boots as soon as you could, once you had enough speed everywhere else. Let's have a quick check on Mastery's end. So Cult Brawler has got a standard War Master, but then he's got turn meter boost from buffs dropping off, chance to put them on for longer here, better chance to place them. They're the main important ones. We've got High Cocoon, not full masteries, doesn't matter. War Master build, Laura's still important here. We've got our, who else do we have? 1, 2, Lightsworn, triple hitter, so he's got Giant Slayer masteries, but basically the same. Let me just show you what he's got. Giant Slayer, but he has got he's got a better chance to place. I've not changed this, by the way. Better chance to place his decreased attack. That actually doesn't make any sense. He should be here, Master Hexer. If it wasn't paying gems, I would 100% change this because you want to apply his decreased attack whenever you can for 3 turns. Because that's our weakness. Our only weakness to this team right now is whether or not decreased attack falls off. If it falls off, the team can wipe. So he is our kind of weak link. We've got an attack and counter Longbeard. That's not bad. And then Razin does need to change. So Razin at the moment is not got Giant Slayer, and he should. Is this free? It's not free. I actually have to change this one because that's going to cost us a lot of damage. So we're going to change this up. He actually needs to do more like what we saw with Lightsworn there. Because he's got a triple hit A1, you definitely want him coming here. Because his A1 hits so hard, you also definitely want Methodical. But we're going to go support tree, secondary tree. We've got to have him land in decreased defense and weaken. And we want it to go on for more turns. So that's that. Let's have another chance to get it back. When those drop off, we want to get some turn meter from there. And we come over here. So this is what I'm doing for this style Razin build. So guys, there's a reason why I say RIP Silver, or why my merch says it. Because we've blown the 20 odd million we had, but hopefully we can get a good clan boss run out the end of it. But this is the comp we're going for. Speed lead, ally attack, decrease defense and weaken, decrease attack, poison. I'm going to do the setup on manual just so I can make sure that, just for the first couple of turns, I just want to make sure that stuff lands when I want it to. So obviously speed increase from High Cocoon whenever we can. We're going to get decreased defense and weaken out nice and early. Didn't actually land, which means he's not fully booked. Weaken out there. Decrease attack and, out there. And then obviously the poisons from our brawler. Only A1 from him, from her. Gonna A1 here. ally attack now here. A lot of damage out of that ally attack. Going to save the increased defense and revive for when the boss does his slam. You see we're rotating extra turns here because of that increased speed buff. That's kind of what you need to do, really. If you're not running counterattack, it's more about pushing speed. So I'm at the point where I'm just about happy with what we're doing. See, the decreased attack falls off here. It's actually fine that it falls off here because his slam ability, his third ability, does not scale from attack. So that hit actually doesn't need to have decreased attack on it. It's going to be back here anyway. I'm probably going to throw it. I don't even need to throw it on. I won't throw it on there. Take the slam. She's going to take a stun. And then we are full auto. So an auto from here. Again, Razin's missed his decreased defense. That's actually something that I would recommend, like booking up as soon as you can. The decreased defense and weaken from a Razin is huge for your overall damage. But I'm going to let this play through. Full auto from here. Let's hope we can beat that kind of 10 to 13 mil run on auto. And then what I'm going to do after that is actually do a full manual run and see what sort of damage I can do when I'm controlling when the debuffs and things land. So let's play through now and I'll show you the results. Well, we are still running full auto here. We have surpassed the record damage that the Vikings ever done. So thumbs up. Thumbs up so far, 16 million. We're not far off, actually, a 2 key here. So if we hit that kind of 20 million dream number, then we're 2 keying Nightmare with this team. So if we do that, I'm absolutely chuffed on a full auto run. The only danger we've got, really, and it has been throughout the whole fight, is does that decrease attack drop off? And if it does, do we get one shot? And I think the answer generally will be yes. But really pleased with this so far. And you can get some kind of nice revives from Lightsworn, especially if you manual. If you manual with Lightsworn, you can actually get a ton of utility out of him. But this increased speed, the fact that we're always landing our debuffs, the enhanced amount of survivability we've got here is just running through really nice. So what are we at? Coming up for 19 now. Pretty much doubled the damage that he does on an average run. His average run was about 10. Oh, is she dead? She might be dead from that poison tick. Not quite. She keeps herself in the game. Good effort. We've got to revive a death pop up, which is nice. So even if he doesn't get his decreased attack down now, we will revive at least for one turn. There's the 2 key. We've hit the 2 key. So we've moved from a 4 to a 2, which is awesome. No one's dead anyway. Decreased attack is up. But yeah, we're still going. Absolutely brilliant. To turn 23, I mean, the clan boss hits so hard at this point. So, to live many stages longer than this, you really have got to have a high defense number. Looks like Longbeard's about to drop. Yeah, down he goes. 21 mil. And I guess for those that don't have those kind of, clutch things like counterattack, unkillable teams, this is a really good example. There he goes. Pop. Everyone's back up. We're going again, boys. We're going to get a bit more damage out before the end of this. Don't worry about that. Probably going to lose everyone now. No, Court Brawler's like, I'm still going. I want some more poison. There he goes. 22.3 million. Doubled Nightmare clan boss damage on full auto. You know what? I don't even need to run it on manual because a 2 key is as good as we need. So absolutely, job well done. Hell Hades does it again. If you want a chance to win an account takeover, come and join my Twitch. Sub to the channel, and then you're going to be in the mix every 2 weeks along with the rest of the Hades minions. I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you later.